Alright, so welcome everyone to this quick tutorial. In this tutorial, we're taking a look at this AWS JS S3 Explorer. Now, basically, one of my client had a requirement that they wanted a public library of sorts that they can kind of just, link onto their website, and they can just keep on uploading files into the folders. And they didn't want anything to be very complicated, just a simple file explorer that people can explore through and download whatever files that the client is putting up there. So the way this works is that you just have to configure the HTML file that comes here and just, add a policy onto the S3 bucket, and as well as just add this index.html file inside the bucket, and it will load an interface that looks like this. So without wasting any more time, let's just get right into it, and I'll show you how can you configure a public document library using an S3 bucket without a lot of configuration. So let's get right into it. Let's just create a bucket. Let's just name it uh, Ricardo S3 Explorer, and we'll set it to public as we are creating a public library, I believe. That's what you should do. And we'll go ahead and create a bucket. Now the bucket is ready, and what we have to do is that we have to download this uh, folder, and then we have to take the index.html file, and let's just see. Before doing that, let's just do one thing. We can set the permissions. So I'll do one thing is that I'll just copy this much part that we have to add to the statement for the permission. Let's just head to the permissions tab and edit the bucket policy, and we'll add a new statement, and we'll replace this one. Okay, we're replacing the insides from here to here. All right, so that's what we have done. And here we have to rename the bucket name, whatever is your bucket name. So mine is Ricardo S3 Explorer. And paste the same one again over here. So we are done with that, and let's just go ahead and save it. Okay, the next step is to, if you want to kind of restrict it to a particular IP address that can only access the bucket, then you have to go through this step, or else you can just skip it. The other thing that you have to do is that you have to go into the CRS configuration section and add the following stuff. So I'll just copy it, and we'll go to the CORS section, we'll edit it, and then we'll paste it. All right, so that is so this is like allowed origins as the base s3.amazon.aws.com, but it says that if you want to add your own region as well, then you have to copy these two extra lines and add it over here. So you have to add a comma here as well. Now mine is AP South, as I believe, but let me just quickly check how to spell it. So AP South, it is AP South 1. So I'll just replace this with S3 AP South 1, and this one as well, S3 AP South 1. Cool. So now we save the file, and I think we're good to go. Inside the objects, we'll just upload the file that we had downloaded, index.html. Just upload it. All right, so after you're done uploading, let's just go inside over there and try opening this one up. Pop-up is blocked. So this is it. This is done, and this is like a public S3 document library that you have. Now you can create as many folders as you want and put in as many files as you want, and you can access the library always using this particular URL. Now as you can see, the folder 1 is there, and let's just say I upload one random file inside it. Let's say this notice.txt. Now when I reload it, so I have the notice.txt file. So that is pretty much how you can set up a public document library using S3. One more thing that you can do is that if you want to kind of hide this URL, what you can do is you can just set up a blank website elsewhere and use an iframe to load this particular URL. So in a way, like, it will be loading on the page, but it will be masked under a new URL. And that is what we did with our client. It's the Law University, and therein it shows that it's loading upon 3d.hnlu.ac.in. This is Safari, or else I would have shown you that it's just an iframe. Let me see. So when you right click on it and click on inspect, if you go further up, further up, further up, it's over somewhere over here, but it's just an iframe. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, you can put this to use like this. So if you find this useful, make sure you hit like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.